Hi, and welcome back to Half of Heidi, or welcome in general if this is the first video of mine that you've seen. So let's start with the stats. So obviously my name is Heidi. I'm 35. I live on the Sunshine Coast in Queensland, Australia. I'm married. I have 3 fur babies. I weigh 188 kilograms, which is 414 pounds, and I'm 5'8", which is around about 171 centimeters. I'm 5 weeks pre-op to have a vertical sleeve gastrectomy with Dr. Adib at the Wesley Hospital in Brisbane. I can't believe it's 5 weeks to go, actually. For some reason, 5 weeks just sounds like it's not that far away, even though technically I still have a lot to do in the next 5 weeks. Last week I mentioned that my super has been approved in terms of accessing early release of funds to pay for the surgery. What I got, though, from my super fund, when I called them to say what do I actually have to do to get my funds released, was basically I have to do like some proof of identity stuff and then just send them an email saying, you know, here's the letter from the DHS approving my release of the funds, as well as, like I said, the proof of identity plus the bank account that I want the money released into. And that's all well and good except for the proof of identity stuff, because I need to go get some photocopies of my driver's license. And I can't remember what else now, what he said. I'll have to find that piece of paper I wrote it all down on. But yeah, and get a JP to sign the certified copy. It's just a bit hard, obviously, working full-time. Yeah, I'm just going to have to make the effort to go and get that organised. And this week my husband's father, so my father-in-law, is up visiting for the week. And normally my husband would help me organise all of this sort of stuff. They've got the car and they've driven about an hour away to do like a fishing trip for the next couple of days. So it makes it even harder, well, impossible actually, to get to the JP to get all that organised. So I think I'll have to wait until Saturday to do all of that. Anyway, if I'm seeming a bit flat and not quite myself, it's, well, good observation if you picked up on it. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty crap today. PMS combined with I weighed myself this morning and apparently I've put on 4 kilos, and I just don't understand how exactly. I mean, I do understand how exactly. Part of it will be water retention, because I always get some water retention around when I'm getting my period. And I have been eating like we're about to go into some sort of, I don't know, catastrophic food shortage, and I'm eating for survival. I know it's just a psychological thing, like I'm eating everything that I feel like I'm not going to get to eat after November 8th when I've had the surgery. So I think I'm definitely overcompensating. Ooh, doggy's barking. Definitely overcompensating in that regard. I'm really frustrated too, because I tried to replace a meal a day with an Optifast, very low calorie shake. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to replace it with 2. And I don't know. I mean, I failed, obviously, in terms of keeping up on that. And on the one hand, I'm not surprised, because I've tried to diet so many times and I find I just get so hungry. I find that it's near impossible for me to ignore the hunger side of dieting. And I've mentioned that in a video where I was talking about comparing going on a diet with giving up cigarettes, in that the first part of quitting smoking was the hardest because you still had the withdrawal, you were still craving the nicotine. And I find that's what I go through with dieting, is I crave the food. I get really hungry and it's all I can think about is the food. And I know I'm not alone in that, because I've read so many other people's stories and experiences, and that's exactly normal. But I can't work properly because I'm thinking so much about food and what I'd rather be eating, and it's just the hunger. So I've got my dietitian appointment this week on Thursday. Today's Tuesday, so 2 days away. And I guess I'll hear from her whether I'll be on a 2-week or 3-week Optifast diet before the surgery. And I'm thinking I might just start next week and have like 4 weeks on Optifast. But now I'm saying that, and as I'm saying it, I'm like, yeah, I may want to do that, but I know me. Come midnight, when I'm really freaking hungry, I will be raiding the fridge and eating cheese, because there won't be anything else in the fridge but cheese. I don't know. I really sabotaged myself and my effort. Like, I was asking my husband to buy me chips and sweets, and unfortunately he is incredibly loving in that he wants me to have whatever I want and be happy. But I think I'm going to have to ask him to just be really tough about not buying any of that crap for me, even when I say, no, I really mean I want you to go get it for me. Like, I don't know how he's going to have to learn to say no to me, because I can't seem to learn how to say it to myself. So just to get, to the finish line, to the last 5 weeks until the surgery, I think I need all the help I can get. Otherwise, I don't know. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things if I do put on, even if I do put on another 5 kilos between now and the surgery, it just adds to how much weight I'm going to have to lose post-op. And I'm already wanting to lose over 100 kilograms, which is over 200 pounds, obviously. And I'm already feeling really daunted by that. So, yeah, I'm just feeling really sorry for myself, really, just really down. Yeah, just really down. And I know, like I said, I know that ordinarily, if I didn't have PMS, I would be totally fine and coping with whatever the scales say and all that sort of stuff. And the fact that I didn't last very long on my attempt at starting to replace some of my meals with shakes. But PMS just kills me. It just brings my mood down so much, to the point where I'm really glad I don't actually have any meetings today or tomorrow. Well, nothing scheduled. Sorry, it's a bit windy. I don't know if that's picking up on the microphone, so I'll just quickly shut that door. Yeah, I'm just really glad I don't have any meetings where I have to talk to people, because, no joke, people comment to me, like my colleagues notice when I've got my period. They always say, "Are you okay? You don't seem yourself. You seem really flat." They're very much used to the bright and bubbly version of me. But yeah. So yeah, what a depressing video, unfortunately. Trying to think if there's anything exciting to share. I went to a party for my brother's 40th on Friday night, and it was a fancy dress party. And I dressed up in this nurse's uniform. The theme was like a evil scientist meets 50s, 60s sci-fi. And Anyway, I went as a bit of an evil nurse, so I had a nurse's uniform which I splashed with fake blood and had a little nurse's hat, and I did some sort of my version of a retro vintage makeup, so a quite exaggerated cat eye and red lip, so, and got my hair done, and it was a really nice night. It was a really nice night, and very putting myself out of my comfort zone in terms of, you know, in a social setting. I even talked to people I didn't know, which was very putting myself out there, but I thought, I don't know, and I wasn't drinking or anything, so it was like I didn't even have any liquid courage. I was just, yeah, I don't know, but I mean, it's my brother and it's his friends, and of course they're lovely because my brother's lovely, so of course his friends were going to be nice. And a couple of women came up to me and said how much they loved my costume, and one of them was yelling something over the music, and I'm like, I can't hear you. Anyway, she pulled me aside and she said, I just wanted to tell you I think you're gorgeous. And I was like, oh, that's nice, thank you. It was such a strange, out of nowhere compliment that really floored me, because I'm just, being the size that I am, I'm not used to compliments, that's for sure. So, except from my husband. So yeah, that, if I have to pull up something good that's happened this week, I will definitely keep thinking about that, because that was really nice to have gone to that much effort with my costume and my makeup and my hair and everything for someone to tell me I looked gorgeous. Somebody else told me I looked very glamorous. That was nice. Made me almost think I could go out in public more often. So maybe, we'll see. Anyway, I feel so flat. I'm so sorry that this week's video is just so, yeah, how disappointing. Oh well, 5 weeks to go. I was going to say maybe if I'm feeling better later in the week I'll post another video, but I don't know, my PMS usually lasts the entire 7 days of my period, so it will probably be a week before I'm even in the mood to want to post again, which coincides with my weekly schedule to post anyway. So, oh well. I hope everybody out there is having a fantastic week. I really hope that I pulled the short straw this week, and it's my turn to have a crappy time and everybody else is having a great time. Yeah, I really, really mean that. If you want to reach out to me, as always, please do so. Yeah, if you just want to commiserate and say how much PMS sucks, then let's chat about that too, because I freaking hate it. Alright, I'll leave it there. I will catch you in a week. Okay, bye.